Introduce yourself.
Hey everybody, my name is Osinachi. So what we're doing today is we are making a vegan stir fry. But the really good thing about this vegan stir fry is that all of the ingredients are alkaline and natural, meaning that it's highly electric. So what we got here so far is grapeseed oil, sesame seeds, whole cumin, and cayenne pepper. So that's gonna be the base. Over here, we're chopping up some onions, red onions to be specific, because if it's white, it doesn't have as much hue, meaning it's not as absorbing as much sunlight, you know what I mean? Alright, so just chop these up a little bit. Throwing this chayote squash in this mix. Alright, that's going in there. I know you're probably thinking, chayote squash, you should be boiling it, but it cooks really fast, as you'll see. So now it's like what we're doing with this stir fry is after every ingredient we're going to throw some more seasoning on there so the seasoning's layered and it has its own different convective cells within the stir fry. Gotta drop some thyme on these So what we're going to do is we're going to throw this ground coriander seed on top of the squash. Next, cut up the green onions.
Tell us what's going on with this.
Oh, also this pot right here, we're just basically making some quinoa. So I believe this is about 4 cups of water, which means 2 cups of quinoa will be in there. But what we're gonna do this time with the quinoa is we're gonna throw a little bit of oregano in the water. So when the quinoa goes in there, it's cooking in oregano water. Adding these green onions, we just cut up into the mix. This time now, every time we add an ingredient, we're gonna stir it up a little bit. And then add some more seasoning. So this time, what we're gonna add is more cayenne. Especially since the green onions are so moist, giving off their own oil, we'll just stick onto it. Not too much. A little bit of salt, not too much. Alright, so now we just dump the squash in there. What we're going to do this time is we're going to put some ground oregano on top this time. As you can tell, I'm putting it in the order of what cooks the fastest to the least. So the squash doesn't need too long. And what's coming up next after this is the tomatillo peppers.
Oh.
So in case another pattern you guys haven't seen, I put one ingredient that soaks up the oil, another ingredient that puts some fluid back in there, another ingredient that soaks up the oil, and then the tomatillo peppers are going to put some more fluid back there. If you don't want it to be too oily, that's just the base. Now what we're doing is we just chopped up some tomatillo peppers, tomatillo. So like I said before, this has the moisture in it, and now we're going to add this in here into this mix. As you can tell by now, things are cooking, they're getting darker, they're looking more yummy. Alright, as you guys can see. Mix it up just so you guys can get a full depth of what's going on here. Let that get to the bottom so it can grease the pan. The best part about raw foods is that at any time you can just go up and eat it. What we're going to put in now is actually more cayenne. Just to have a little more spicy kick. And also a little more cumin. You can never have too much cumin. It's the best thing about this. And also from now, we're gonna use this secret ingredient, which is special to me, which was given by a really good friend of mine's. Not shea butter, guys, but this is actually a little bit of basil. So from a fresh grown plant right near my window, sprinkle a little bit of basil in there. Chopped up the cactus leaf. And we're gonna put this into this great mixture. As you can see right now, everything's stirring up nice. You put the dandelion greens last time, that soaked up some moisture. Now we're putting the cactus to add some more back in there. Alright. We'll stir this up.
Oh my God.
Now the last set of seasoning that we're gonna use now is we're gonna put a little more salt than anything else, but we're gonna add everything we put. Alright, so now first we got the salt. And just a pinch of everything else. Coriander, cayenne. You may think we're putting a lot of cayenne, but the ratio of food to cayenne is abundant. A little bit of oregano, not too much because it's kind of potent. Ground cumin. Last but not least, sesame seeds. These guys haven't been seen since the oil was first put in there. Can't leave these guys out. Alright, and you'll see the final output in a few minutes. So we're nearing the end of the race here, and the plantains just came out this frying pan. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna top this with some date sugar. I know this is something that most of you guys watching or will ever see this don't know about, but get date sugar. Dates are all natural, non-GMO, as you can see. Alright. Now to the right of that, what we have here is the stir fry is pretty much done. But what we're gonna add in here now is these lentils I had made, or what was the leftover of it, with a little bit of wild rice in there, just to give it some more juice. And now we're gonna give this bad looking pot, and bad in a good way, nice little stir. And now, this is what we have. Stir fry, quinoa, plantains, all within a matter of 30 minutes.